10 seconds later.
Second. 10 seconds is equal to 10,000 milliseconds.
12 seconds later.
12 seconds is equal to 12,000 milliseconds.
1 minute 37 seconds later.
1 minute and 37 seconds is equal to 97 seconds, or 97,000 milliseconds.
2 very boring minutes later.
2 minutes is equal to 120 seconds, or 120,000 milliseconds.
5 minutes later.
5 minutes is equal to 300 seconds, or 300,000 milliseconds, or a twelfth of an hour.
11 minutes later.
11 minutes is equal to 660 seconds, or 660,000 milliseconds.
15 minutes later.
15 minutes is equal to 900 seconds, or 900,000 milliseconds, or a quarter of an hour.
20 minutes later.
20 minutes is equal to 1,200 seconds, or 1,200,000 milliseconds, or a third of an hour.
1 hour later!
1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, or 3,600 seconds, or 3,600,000 milliseconds.
2 hours later.
2 hours is equal to 120 minutes, or 7,200 seconds, or 7,200,000 milliseconds.
3 hours later.
3 hours is equal to 180 minutes, or 10,800 seconds, or 10,800,000 milliseconds.
5 hours later.
5 hours is equal to 300 minutes, or 18,000 seconds, or 18 million milliseconds.
346 minutes later.
346 minutes is equal to 5 hours and 47 minutes, or 20,760 seconds, or 20,760,000 milliseconds.
6 hours later.
6 hours is equal to 360 minutes, or 21,600 seconds, or 21,600,000 milliseconds.
6.5 hours later.
6.5 hours is equal to 390 minutes, or 23,400 seconds, or 23,400,000 milliseconds.
7 hours later.
7 hours is equal to 420 minutes, or 25,200 seconds, or 25,200,000 milliseconds.
8 hours later.
8 hours is equal to 490 minutes, or 28,800 seconds, or 28,800,000 milliseconds.
Approximately 10 hours later.
10 hours is equal to 600 minutes, or 36,000 seconds, or 36 million milliseconds.
24 hours later.
24 hours is equal to 1.44 thousand minutes, or 86.4 thousand seconds, or 86.4 million milliseconds, or 1 day.
Day 2.
2 days is equal to 48 hours, or 2.88 thousand minutes, or 172.8 thousand seconds, or 172.8 million milliseconds.
Day 3.
3 days is equal to 72 hours, or 4.32 thousand minutes, or 259.2 thousand seconds, or 259.2 million milliseconds.
Day 4.
4 days is equal to 96 hours, or 5.76 thousand minutes, or 345.6 thousand seconds, or 345.6 million milliseconds.
1 week later.
1 week is equal to 7 days, or 168 hours, or 10.08 thousand minutes, or 604.8 thousand seconds, or 604.8 million milliseconds.
2 weeks later.
2 weeks is equal to 14 days, or 336 hours, or 20.16 thousand minutes, or 1.2096 million seconds, or 1.2096 billion milliseconds.
16 paranoia-filled days later.
16 days is equal to 384 hours, or 23.04 thousand minutes, or 1.3824 million seconds, or 1.3824 billion milliseconds.
3 weeks later.
3 weeks is equal to 21 days, or 504 hours, or 30.24 thousand minutes, or 1.8144 million seconds, or 1.8144 billion milliseconds.
6 months later.
6 months is equal to 26 weeks, or 182 days, or 4.382 thousand hours, or 262.974 thousand minutes, or 15.778476 million seconds, or 15.778476 billion milliseconds, or half a year.
70 years later.
70 years is equal to 7 decades, or 840 months, or 3.652 thousand weeks, or 25.566 thousand days, or 613.607 thousand hours, or 36.816444 million minutes, or 2.208986664 billion seconds, or 2.208986664 trillion milliseconds, or
75 years later.
75 years is equal to 7.5 decades, or 900 months, or 3.913 thousand weeks, or 27.393 thousand days, or 657.436 thousand hours, or 39.44619 million minutes, or 2.3667714 billion seconds, or 2.3667714 trillion milliseconds, or 3/4 of a century.
2,000 years later.
2,000 years is equal to 2 millenniums, or 20 centuries, or 200 decades, or 24,000 months, or 104.355 thousand weeks, or 730.485 thousand days, or 17.53164 million hours, or 1.05189884 billion minutes, or 63.113904 billion seconds, or 63.113904 trillion milliseconds.
3,000 years later.
3,000 years is equal to 3 millenniums, or 30 centuries, or 300 decades, or 36,000 months, or 156.532 thousand weeks, or 1.095727 million days, or 26.29746 million hours, or 1.577847 billion minutes, or 94.670856 billion seconds, or 94.670856 trillion milliseconds.
1 eternity later.
1 eternity is equal to infinity.
We hope you enjoyed.
Video. Please subscribe to his channel. Bye.